I'm Dr. Kristi Holder, and I'm a chiropractor. And a lot of people think they know what that means, except I have to tell you that I have a feeling you actually don't, because I am a different kind of a chiropractor. I do a lot of things that a lot of other chiropractors don't do. And so that's why I passed this out. I passed this out so everybody could see a lot of the stuff that I focus on. Because honestly, when people get sick, what's really happening is their body is overloaded with stresses. There are many kinds of stress. Everyone's heard of stress. There's emotional stress when a loved one dies. There's physical stress when you fall and you twist your ankle. There's toxic stresses. This is a lot of stuff that Ed and Linda talk about all the time. But we are exposed to so many toxins in our environment nowadays, and that is actually a really huge stress. And then finally, there's biochemistry stress. Everything that we eat, our bodies have to process. Some of that can be toxic depending on what you're eating, but a lot of what happens is people do not eat enough of the right nutrients for their body to get better. I love bacon, and bacon is actually good for you in moderation. And that's one of the other keys, in moderation. You don't want to take things, you don't want to overdo on anything really. So that's why I handed this little thing out so everybody could kind of see where I'm coming from. And what I have found in my office, especially with chronic conditions, is that it is actually a combination of all four of these things that cause the issue. So when you look at that little picture there, home base, the bottom one, is structure. Well, structure is what most chiropractors deal with entirely. They never touched any of the other bases. And honestly, I didn't either when I first got out of school. When I first got out of school, we're trained to do structure. We're also trained to do biochemistry to some extent. Chiropractors, we have, I believe, 64 hours of nutrition in our schooling. Medical doctors get 8. I am not kidding. And a lot of people are like, oh, I have to talk to my doctor before I take this supplement. And it's like, well, okay, but your doctor probably knows a lot less about it than I do. And I've taken many continuing education classes, and so I have a lot of extra knowledge in that arena, which is the biochemistry arena. And then there's the toxins. Now the toxins